Did you vote for your favorite shoe design? If not, restart the episode and vote right now.
And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Coming up moments from... Welcome to... Hey, Dave. Well, great attitude. His work inside, a big part of it, DA. Thanks. And here's a look at some numbers for Ingles.
And he's been very active with his hands. How about the steal numbers this month? He's been really hounding on the defensive side.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Mitchell Robinson out there with Powell. Then it's Evan Fournier. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Doncic in at the point. And for New York, Chris Paul is out there with Robinson. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Joe Ingles. And it's Gallinari in at the power forward position. Now here's Paul. After Luka Doncic's miss, Paul. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Steve, we know it's a long season for the players, but talk about the coaches.
Kevin, you've seen it. Those coaches that are on a hot seat, they have those bags under their eyes, no sleep. Those coaches that have a long contract and they're winning, they're pretty good. And I think the coaches that sleep well is the coaches that have teams that they know that kind of run themselves.
Now, here is Robinson. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And Love gets it to go.
The body control of Love after he takes the hit. Strong finish.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
No good from Ross.
0 for 3 now in the early going. Just a little bit out of sync.
Ingles passes to Gallinari. Powell pulls it in.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Took him no time at all on that one.
There, they get it going. 1 for 4 now. Always feel good to get that first one.
Paul dishes to Robinson. Pass to Gallinari. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And, Smitty, one thing I like about Gallinari, he's doing more things on the court as he ages.
I totally agree. He used to be out there only to shoot, but that hasn't been the case for a while now. Still scores, but his rebounding has improved, and he's done a good job of driving and drawing fouls.
Now here's Ross. He had a 12-point outing in their last game again, and it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Doncic. Knicks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Paul. And Love with the basket on the assist by Paul.
Pinpoint accuracy near the rim, something Kevin Love has had for a very long time.
And the pass to Ross. 1:41 left in the first. 6 on the shot clock. Gallinari with the steal. And here's the fast break. Gallinari leading the way. Toronto grabs the miss. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
Yeah, and they came out with a W every time they played this squad last year. A stark contrast drawn between the conference's haves and have-nots.
Now, here's Doncic. He had a 30-point outing their last game again.
And it wasn't just the scoring. He also impacted the game on the glass. Terrific all-around effort.
Now here's Paul. After Luka Doncic's miss. High, arcing shot, and he's able to get it back. That's good from 17 feet away.
And he's got a good handle, excellent body control. Doncic is a threat to pull up from anywhere.
Ball against Doncic. Kicks it out to Love. New York, no good that time either. Toronto trails by 4. On the wing, Doncic. Defended by Paul. And it's Robinson with the jam.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Here's Paul. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Very smooth finish with the finger roll.
Paul against Doncic. Here's the floater. Count that one.
And already in his career, Doncic displays a remarkable amount of pro moves, including that floater right there.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Knicks lead by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the
steals thing is just...
Well, you hear about the importance of watching film, Greg. It reveals itself in many ways.
And learning guys' habits, what they like to do, gives him a knack for when to go after steals without hurting his team.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how the Knicks are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
Got Gallinari, Paul out there with Robinson. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's Ingles in at the 3 spot. They're the group New York will start the second with. Shot clock at 6. And the wide open shot from Paul. New York with a new 14. A nice shot by Gallinari.
Following up on the miss, one thing about Gallinari, cannot question his work ethic.
Doncic against Paul. Doncic passes to Fournier. No good there off the double clutch.
High percentage look for him, but bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Robinson finds Paul. Back to Robinson. And here is Ingles. Guarded by Robinson. On the wing, Ingles. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Good on the shot. Ingles has got the lead up to 9 now for New York.
Nice job by Ingles. Competes hard, tough. He's a glue guy. He helps keep this team together.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Toronto. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Doncic has got 6. Now, Smitty, if you were playing today, who would you least like to see coming at you on a fast break?
I think in his prime, it would be LeBron James. Russell Westbrook is another guy I'd be kind of afraid of. I know it'd be a collision. But I say right now, it has to be Giannis because of the force and his jumping ability and the way he just glides to the rim.
Yeah, it'd be a nightmare. You're right.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Yeah, he's a one-man show in transition. Impressive play, taking it right to the rim.
Robinson for 3. Powell pulls it in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Fournier passes to Robinson. And he's got his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops. Robinson hits them both. The Knicks leading by 3. 52 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Gallinari wide open. Off target from outside.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
And the dunk by Doncic.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
Kicks it out to Love. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. 7 points in the game.
I like that approach, playing inside out, forcing the defense to scramble.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Pass to Ross. Back to Doncic. Shot clock at 5. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Powell.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Now Paul. Here's Love. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been
The 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hey, well, for the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period. And that wraps up the half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. They've got Terrence Ross. Robinson is out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Fournier in at the small forward. Pass to Paul. It's good. Paul's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Knicks. Tipped away. Paul with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Here's Ingles. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Aggressive move by Ingles. Has good size out of the backcourt. Able to challenge you inside.
The Knicks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And his teammates call him old man, say he looks like a 40-year-old farmer. But Joe Ingles, Smitty, much more than meets the eye.
You know what, Kevin? He's a star in his role. He's gotten better and better. He's a guy who can impact winning on a nightly basis.
I guess even he has took this one of those once in a while.
Paul against Doncic. A shot by Paul, no good. Toronto trails by 6. Here's Fournier. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
Paul kicks to Gallinari. 13 feet away. He can't get it to go. Now Toronto takes it the other way.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
Paul with the ball. He's got 9. He kicks to Gallinari. Robinson with the block.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
Here's Paul. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
Even in the later stages of his career, Chris Paul still has dynamite quickness that he uses so well.
Ross passes to Doncic. 1:27 left to play here in the third. Can't hit the free throw line jump. New York leading by 3. Poked away. Powell with the steal. 4-on-3 break. And the dunk by Doncic.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Pass to Ingles. Shoots over Fournier. Ingles can't get it to go. Toronto, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. No good from Ross. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Doncic against Paul. Gallinari left side. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gallinari's got 6 points.
That's just a seasoned move. Great concentration from Gallinari, finishing through contact.
Ross with it. Robinson picks him up. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Paul left side. 1 second left. Misses. It's still anybody's game. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Joe Ingles is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's Robinson. And it's Love in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 for New York right now. Paul kicks to Gallinari. Misses the 3. Toronto trailing. Now here's Fournier. Here's Doncic. Back to Fournier. 6 to shoot. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Paul. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
Robinson kicks to Love. Paul passes to Robinson. And here is Ingles. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight. And there's the pass to Ross. Robinson up top. He's guarded by Love. Robinson against Ross. Over Paul. No good from Ross. The Knicks with the lead. Gallinari surveying the D. Robinson against Doncic. Here's Love. Basket good. And the Knicks lead by 3.
Rising to the challenge. That's a big bucket by Kevin Love.
On the wing, Doncic. Defended by Paul. Lets it go from 11. And Doncic gets it to go.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
Pass to Love. Back to Paul. New York needs to get off a shot. Robinson, that's good.
With the basketball in hand, no one is more patient than Paul. Waits for his man to break free.
Doncic against Paul. Doncic kicks to Fournier. To tie it up. Robinson pulls it in.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Paul. Toronto grabs the miss. Doncic feeling it out. Money! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Ross against Paul. A fadeaway. Love, no luck.
That was the best he could do. Just fade a little bit, try and get a clean look, but the defense was right on him.
Here's Doncic. Paul with the steal. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
So it's the Knicks now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And they go to the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
And it's interesting looking back at past drafts. Chris Paul taking 4th overall, but will be the clear #1 in a do-over. Huge shots. Tremendous job stepping up in a big way for them at the stripe.
Toronto calls timeout. They're behind by 3. 20 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Also, interesting choice to be made right here. You need either a 3 or a quick 2 and a foul.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
One of the many impressive things about Kevin Love, the way he's reshaped his body since entering the league. Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. 12 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
They also need to get the best shot you can as quickly as you can, and then immediately foul.
For 3, Fournier. The shot that time, not on target. And so it's the Knicks with the win. David, thank you as always.